Today I want to use this visual once again to share with you one of the primary shifts of identity that must take place in your self-inquiry practice, in your spiritual journey. So let me first break down this visual for you, and then we'll get into our topic for today. So if we begin in the outwardmost layer of experience, and by the way, this is what I call this visual, the 3 layers of experience. I know it's not maybe entirely accurate if you really get down into the nitty-gritty aspects of it, but it is a very helpful visual in your practice. The way you can sort of perceive things that will really simplify the practice. So the outwardmost layer of experience is the body and world. And this is the realm of material objects. This is everything that is encompassed within your 5 senses. The seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. This entire world of material objects is encompassed only within sense perceptions. There is no material world without the sense perceptions. The sense perceptions are what create the appearance of the material world, and the body is a part of that. If you take it a step subtler, now this is the realm of what you can call mind. Subtle objects. These objects don't have the material and sense of solidity that material objects have. However, they are still known to you. For example, thoughts and sensations and emotions you cannot see, hear, taste, touch, or smell, right? The senses are not the right instrument to perceive subtle objects. Even though you cannot see, hear, taste, touch, or smell thoughts, you still know thoughts. You still are aware of thoughts. Thoughts still appear in your experience. They still exist in your experience. So thoughts, sensations, emotions, right? The layer of mind, subtle objects are subtler than what the senses can perceive. They are subtler than material qualities, yet they still have qualities. They still appear and disappear. They are still known. Now, if you take it even a step subtler, there is what you can just call, and again, all these labels are not important, but you can just sense or call as seeing, witnessing, awareness. It is a fact that your experience is witnessed. There's awareness of your experience. That is a fact. So, just like subtle objects on the level of mind were subtler than material objects, this seeing or awareness or witnessing is even subtler than subtle objects. Just like eyesight cannot see thoughts, just like that, thoughts cannot see awareness. Okay? Just like eyesight is not the right instrument to see thoughts, just like that, thoughts cannot see that which is subtler than them. Thoughts are not the right instrument to see awareness, to grasp awareness, because thoughts only conceptualize. Okay? So awareness or seeing, being, witnessing is not an object. So here you'll see on these 2 layers, everything is still, right, objective quality. Things appear into existence. They appear and disappear. They are known. But seeing or witnessing or awareness is not known as an object. It simply is. Now, this is also one of the hardest things to comprehend in the beginning when you are practicing inquiry or meditation. But you have to start to really become aware of the nature of this awareness as it's not an object, right? It cannot be seen or pointed to. It is not inside of time and space. Only material objects and subtle objects are in the realm of time and space. Only these objects can be measured. But that in which they appear, the seeing in which they appear, the witnessing in which they appear, cannot be known inside of time and space. It is not an object that comes and goes. Now, you also have to start to see that the sense of self, the sense of what I am, the sense of me, actually comes from this. The sense of self does not come from thought. The sense of self does not come from sensation. The sense of self does not come from emotion. The sense of self does not come from sense perceptions. The sense of self is subtler than all objects. The sense of self is itself not an object. This is something you have to really brood over and confirm for yourself in your experience. Now, what is the primary identity shift that I'm talking about, which is the main topic of today's video? When you begin the practice and, get into all of these non-duality discussions and all that, we do it from the perspective of being the person. Our being, our witnessing, our awareness is appearingly attached to the person. We feel that I, the person, am aware. I, the body, am aware. And that is one of the main things that I wish to invite you to see the false nature of. It is an illusion. The person is not aware. The person appears in awareness as an appearance, as a changeful, dreamlike appearance. So this visual makes it very, very clear the way you can perceive it and make it simple for yourself in your practice so that you can confirm this truth for yourself. The person is not the subject. So see that in your experience, it feels like I, the person, am the subject of my experience. I, the person, me, Sunny, has awareness as like a possession that I own. Awareness is mine, me, the body. Like this is a whole mind-made assumption that we never question. And it's simply untrue. It's just not true. So rather than perceiving it like I, the person, am aware, you have to start seeing it as the person that I appear to be, right? Everything personal from the level of the body, the sense perceptions, thoughts, sensations, emotions, right? That's really the person. There's no person who has thoughts. There's no person who has sensations. There's no person who has a body. Body, sensations, thoughts. That is what comprises the person. The whole personality is only constructed of thoughts. Thoughts, emotions, sensations, body. This is what comprises the person. Of this entire process, which is changeful, right? The person is a changeful process, always in motion. The whole process that I call the person, that I believe myself to be, there's awareness of. Now you have to see, are you the changeful person, or are you the witnessing in which the changeful person is being seen to be changeful? Is it not a fact that you are aware of your experience? But notice that the moment I say you automatically think of the person that you appear to be. You think of your face or your name or your image, your story. That is not you. That is not the self. The person is not the self. The person is an appearance seen, witnessed. There's awareness of it. As I said earlier, the sense of self is arising from here. The self is that which is aware. But this isn't an object. This isn't a thing. This isn't a person. This isn't another changeful experience. There's nobody, nothing here. But again, this is not your idea of nothing. It's simply nothing. Yet it is you. It is the self that is aware of the person that is a changeful appearance. Right now, we feel like I am the person, and we really argue for this positionality, but this is nothing other than an assumption. And that's why I sort of created this visual to give you a very simple way that you can approach this entire conundrum and really confirm for yourself this assumption, this false assumption, and start to experience your true nature as that which you are, as that which is aware, as the awareness in which this entire experience is appearing. Again, I will repeat, the person is not aware. Everything personal, there's awareness of. This is identity. There's no identity here. There's no identity in the world. There's no identity in the body. There's no identity in thoughts. All of these only appear to be self, but they are not. Identity is coming from something subtler. And until you really begin to start to notice and quote unquote abide as you really are, free from associating your being, free from associating identity with what it is not, right? Only then do you really begin to wake up to this. You can't really watch 1,000 videos like this and then not observe and practice this and confirm this for yourself in experience, because it won't do anything. So, my friend, practice is everything. If you really want to go deeper in your practice and you want to start to wake up to these types of truths, and if you feel like these types of visuals and lessons really help you, consider joining our School of Awakening. Over there, we have a daily video course that walks you through lessons like this and helps you deepen your practice and really integrate all of these teachings in your day-to-day life. We do meetings weekly where you can ask all of your questions and get help when you're stuck. We also have a lovely community group where you can interact with other people who are also going through these same practices and waking up to these truths in their life. So I think it will be really great help to you if you're interested in that. I'll link it down below. I encourage you to enroll. And also take advantage of my self-inquiry guide, which I'll also link down below in case you want help with this practice. So that's all. Again, I hope that it was helpful. If you have questions, please leave them down below. Maybe I'll make another video on it. So I'll see you next time. Bye.